It's not the award, not the 100K YouTube plaque, it's not the Grammy, it's you. You are the gold that glitters. In the past, I used to put the 100K YouTube plaque on a pedestal, and I would feel like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. The day comes when I'll receive that plaque, and it wasn't coming from a good place. It was coming from the fact that, if I get that plaque, I would feel like I'm a successful content creator, finally. And here's the truth. You don't need a plaque, you don't need an award for you to prove that you are an incredible artist or to prove to yourself that you are successful. Which leads me to talk about my favorite artist, which is Lana Del Rey. Lana Del Rey made history in the music industry, and she built a legacy impacting many artists like Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, Troye Sivan, and Addison Rae, and many more. And no Grammy could ever capture the powerful, legendary, and trailblazing artist that she is. And she doesn't need a Grammy to prove that she has built a legacy, or the fact that she is a trailblazer, or her powerful impact that she had on many artists. You know the fact that there is no artist like Lana Del Rey, and there will never be an artist like Lana Del Rey, and yet she hasn't won a Grammy up until this point. She has been nominated for that a couple of times, but she hasn't won a Grammy. But here's the thing. Lana Del Rey doesn't need the Grammy. Grammy needs her. When I see her as an artist and who she is and how she stays true to herself, her authenticity, and how she continued to create masterpieces after masterpieces, which we enjoy listening to. When you look at that, you realize the fact that she doesn't need the Grammy. She doesn't need a Grammy to prove that she is amazing, to prove that she is an incredible artist. She doesn't need that title. She is the gold that glitters. It's her, not the Grammy. It's not the award, not the Grammy, not the 100K YouTube plaque. It's you. Just like Lana Del Rey, it is you. You are the gold that glitters. It would be insane and diabolical, crazy and ignorant to say the fact that, oh my gosh, Lana Del Rey is not a good artist because she hasn't won a Grammy yet. It would be insane. Imagine someone saying that. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Just because you don't have those things doesn't mean that your work is not amazing. Doesn't mean that what you do, the way that you do it, is not amazing. Doesn't mean that you are not an incredible artist. Which leads me to my next very important point, which is how we were taught to define success. But society pressured us to think and believe that success is and means when you have that 100K YouTube plaque, when you have an X amount of followers. Based on the music industry's definition of success, it is success when you have a Grammy as an artist. It's like, wow, I am a true artist because I have a Grammy. And that is absolutely not true. You see, which leads people to think that I am not good enough. It's not enough that I am this incredible, amazing, unique human being, an artist, and I express myself incredibly, amazingly. And there was nobody like me. It is not that. That's not how society defines success. That by you being your most unapologetic version of yourself, it is success. By you saying that, oh, I need this award to feel like or to prove to myself that I am good at what I do, that I am incredible at what I do, or that I am an incredible artist. You are missing out on yourself. You are missing out on seeing how amazing that you are. And it will always be you who is the masterpiece. I've actually come across a video where the guy who's an artist on YouTube was talking about how you are the masterpiece. And I absolutely agree with him. It will always be you. You are the main character. You are the gold that glitters. There is nothing else that glitters more than you. You are that special thing. Who you are as a person, your values, your beliefs, the way that you express yourself, the way that you make art. That is gold. And it will always be you. And it's time that you start seeing yourself that way. Lana Del Rey is a trailblazer, and she will always be that trailblazer, regardless of the fact that whether she has a Grammy or not. It doesn't devalue her as an artist. It doesn't say anything less about her as an artist. Lana Del Rey is a work of art. She is the masterpiece. It's not the Grammy, it's her, and it will always be her. And as an artist, that's exactly what I've realized. That's exactly how I want to define my definition of success. Not by any awards that I receive, not by the amount of followers or subscribers, but because of the artist that I am and how I choose to challenge myself as an artist. And that to me is success. To me is success when I look at my growth and how I've grown as an artist, and I look at that and I'm like, wow. And I realized I am the gold that glitters. I read the book The Creative Act by Rubin and The Artist Way by Julia Cameron, and it changed the way that I defined success as well. I never looked at myself as a content creator anymore. I looked at myself as an artist, reclaiming my power as an artist and unlearning all of the things that I was taught on this journey, what it means to make art. When I look at the artist that I've become, when I look at the way that I do things, the way that I express myself, the way that I educate people on self-love, self-empowerment, when I look at that, I see nothing but greatness. I see nothing but this is gold. I don't need the 100K YouTube plaque to prove that I am an incredible artist, because I know that I am amazing at what I do, that I am incredible at what I do. And I don't need that award to prove that to me, to validate that to me, because I validate myself. I see my own power. I recognize my own self, my own potential. And when you do that, you are unstoppable. When you do that, you truly realize your own power, your own uniqueness as a human being and as well as an artist. And Lana Del Rey doesn't need a Grammy to prove how incredible of an artist that she is. She absolutely doesn't, because she is the gold. She is the moment, the legend. She is that. She doesn't need a Grammy to validate that. And I don't need an award to validate to myself that I am successful. I don't need that YouTube 100K plaque for me to prove that to myself. And neither do you. So wherever you are, apply this how it resonates to you. You will always be the shiny work of art. And by the way, I've learned a lot from Rubin, which has inspired me to define my definition of success as an artist. And Rubin was invited on Jay Shetty's podcast, and take a look at this clip. It's something important that I want to share.
What have you found over the years, working with artists, working with yourself? What have been the biggest blocks to being truly creative and imaginative?
One big block is concerns about what other people think. That's a big one. I made this thing that I love, but I think other people would like it more if I made it different for them. It comes back to this thing of what I think isn't good enough. You know, if I like it, that doesn't mean anything. That's what people think. It's like, just because I like it, that doesn't give it any value. It's like, as an artist, if you like it, that's all of the value. That's the success comes when you say, I like this enough for other people to see it. Not other people like it, so it's successful. That doesn't mean anything, because that's other people liking it is out of your control.
And this is exactly how society taught us to define success. The fact that if other people think we are amazing, if other people think that what we have done is incredible, that is success. Based on how many followers, how many accolades, awards that we receive. This is society's definition of success. By the way, it's more than okay to want recognition because as an artist myself, I want to impact people's lives in a positive way and transform their lives and inspire them. And of course, that is part of being recognized for my work. But defining our power, our uniqueness, our value as an artist by the amount of views that we get or the amount of subscribers that we have or whether we have an award or not is very damaging. That's how society defines success. You as an artist, nah, you are not valuable, you are not amazing, you are not unique, you are not special, you are not the gold that glitters. It is only when people like you that you are the gold. Absolutely not true. And that's the narrative that I wanted to change today. You have been the gold that glitters from day one, and you will always be the gold that glitters, no matter what. No trophy, no title, no award, no Grammy, no number of followers can ever reflect the full power of who you are as an artist. You will always be the gold that glitters regardless of whether anyone notices your potential, your power or not. You are the masterpiece, you are the art, you are the gold that glitters, and it will always be that way. Which reminds me of one of my favorite artists on YouTube, which is Aiden from Valspire Family. Please check his channel out. And I watched this one specific video, which I'm blending to you on the screen right now. And yet, among one of the most beautiful pieces of art that I've come across, it didn't get the recognition that it deserved. I was asking myself why it doesn't have like 4 million views or something, because I was just like, wow. Just to let you know, he has videos with millions of views, one with 7 million, others with 2 and 1 million. So he has received recognition for his work, but this one masterpiece that didn't get the recognition it deserved reminded me that the lack of views doesn't take away from how valuable the art truly is. Its value isn't defined by how many people saw it. It's still a masterpiece. And it will always be a masterpiece. And just to be clear, I'm not downplaying the success he's had. He absolutely deserves every bit of it and more. I just wanted to reflect on how this moment reminded me that views or numbers can define the value of art. By the way, this video was actually inspired by a tarot reading that I was watching, which was from Keynote Tarot. Check her out. She's amazing, by the way. And she was talking about how I'll be letting go of something that I've once put on a pedestal and something that I once really wanted and thought that I needed it. And she said that I'll be realizing that I am the gold that glitters. It is not any awards. It is not that thing that I put on the pedestal. It is me, myself. And that's where the idea of this video came from. And honestly, that's exactly what happened. It made me define my definition of success and what I value as a human being, but also as an artist and in this society, and how I was taught to put certain things up on a pedestal based on society's definition of success, as well as I've learned a lot of powerful lessons from the legendary music producer Rubin himself, and as well as his book The Creative Act, and also the book The Artist Way by Julia Cameron. And this whole idea of you are the gold that glitters, it made me think about Lana Del Rey, one of the most iconic, inspiring, powerful, incredible, unique trailblazer artist that she is, and yet she's never won a Grammy. It's not the Grammy, it's not the award. She is the art, the masterpiece, the gold that glitters, the trailblazer, the special, unique artist that she is. And it reminded me about how we do not need any title or an award or an X amount of followers or subscribers for us to prove our value as an artist, because you are the gold and you do not need those things to prove that. Leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts and takeaways from this video. I would love to read your comment. And if you want to watch more videos like this, then click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And with that being said, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!